And check. This is the Vice City Mafia podcast. We popping out for y'all. We turning up. We got the new setup. We got everything fly for y'all. What's popping?
What's good with you?
I'm your boy Cross-Eyed. We got Major Minor in the building.
Pow, 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 pow.
And what's that? What's up with it, dog?
Nigga. Well, one, we just came from a crazy workout.
Yeah, we did.
You know what I mean? And I can't wait to share that content. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's gonna be something new.
We're doing some new gym content to inspire y'all and to motivate y'all to get out of bed. You know, if it's not going to the gym, just get up and do something.
No, fuck that. They gotta go to the gym, Cross-Eyed. They can't just be getting out of bed.
The gym is the best way to teach yourself discipline. Is all I'm saying. Like a lot of people be skipping it, but
and it's like I feel like a lot of people's depression and issues with the world come from just being unhealthy. You know what I mean? Like when you're not feeling good on the inside, it's hard to treat people well on the outside.
I agree.
You know what I mean? So I think that fitness deeper than like looking good, which also makes people feel better. Let's be real. You know what I mean? Like if you look good, you feel good for the most part. And people treat you better too because we're social animals. So we make quick judgments, right? And as much as we don't want to say we stereotype or anything, it is a survival technique, right? Because back in the day, we had to know, like, can I trust this motherfucker? Are they going to feed me to lions? You know what I mean? Like, you had to really be on people's, like, radar and understand what a person's motivation was. And so, you know, a lot of that is not relevant to today, but we still have those instincts, you know? So as much as we want to say, oh, you know, I treat everybody the same and it doesn't matter what somebody has on and all that, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
It's bullshit, bro.
You know, like people like to think we're not animals. You know what I'm saying? Like they truly believe like, no, we're not animals because we're conscious. And it's like, yeah, we're conscious. We're still animals. We're just smart animals.
Yeah. Like,
you know what I'm saying?
And you know what I think is going to make that really clear, bro? AI.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I think AI is going to make that abundantly clear that we are animals. You know why?
Why?
Because they are going to have AI in general is going to have no human flaws, right? So AI is not going to, like, whatever we put the AI into is not going to need to sleep. It's not going to have emotions when making decisions. It's going to be the most logical decision. You know, it's not going to feel sad or angry or complain about its back hurting. It will work forever. It will make the most logical decision and do whatever it deems necessary to get the job done. That's why it's important how we introduce it now.
Yeah, for sure. I don't think we should tell it to save humanity.
But
you know what I'm saying? It always works out bad in the movies when they tell.
It might just kill humanity. You know what I mean?
It'll be like the best way to save humanity is to kill humanity.
We're better. You know what I mean? AI is better. I love you, my AI brother.
Yeah,
you know it only saves Stephen Hawking. You know, but
Stephen Hawking.
I think ideally, we merge with AI.
What do you mean?
I mean, like, okay.
Okay. I kind of understand. What do you
give me your explanation?
You're saying like
there's something wrong with my
AI is gonna be like we're gonna have it like equivalent to Siri and Echo. Almost like an assistant, but an assistant to us.
Like how you're wearing your glasses, I think it should be in our brains.
AI?
Yeah. That's the only way we're going to keep up, bro. That's the only way we're going to keep up. Elon Musk is making what's called Neuralink.
Nah, man. I think that's the mark of the beast if they put that shit in.
No, bro. Look, nigga, if you don't adapt, you die. That's it. So that's like a motherfucker. Hey,
I don't want to put nothing in my brain. I think they should give me the option to put it on the outside.
Do you know who Patrice O'Neal is?
No.
He was a comedian.
No.
All right. Well, he has this great bit. I'm not even going to try to redo it because I can't do it justice because he's one of the funniest motherfuckers in the world. However, Patrice, what he talked about back in the day, like when niggas were learning to type, he's like, nigga, I ain't learning to type. That shit gay. And he's like, now the whole world computers. You know what I mean? He's like, shit, I don't know how to type. You know what I mean? It's the goofy motherfuckers getting all the bitches now. You know what I mean? He's like, hey, let me, like, what football team do you like? He points to somebody in the car. He's like, what football team do you like? And then this white dude, he's like, oh, I don't watch football. He's like, see, back in the day, every nigga watched football. Every nigga. But I mean, that's sidetrack. But anyways, he was talking about how he didn't adapt to typing, right? Yeah. So he got left behind. Like, he didn't know how, so when the internet came out and Google came out and all that shit, he was just left behind, right? Like, even my pops, because I have a little sister. You know what I mean? I grew up an only child, but my dad had a daughter when after my mom passed and he remarried, And so I was an only child and for my entire life into adulthood. And then my dad had a kid, so I have a 5-year-old sister now, right? And he's so set on not giving her an iPad, right? Which I understand from a holistic perspective. But the thing is, bro,
but you could block social media on iPads. Dog, you could say you can't have certain applications.
We're in the age of computers. If you don't give that to your child early, you're doing them a disservice. You just have to monitor it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, I think the problem isn't giving your kid the iPad. The problem is monitoring the iPad, because if you don't give your kid the iPad, then what's gonna happen is when it gets to fucking middle school, and when I was in middle school, right? Like they were just transferring from books to computers, and my stepmom's like, "No, we're not gonna get the computer," and I was like, "All right, I don't care." Yeah. 8th grade came around, they're like, "Hey, we're doing the computer thing again, but we don't have the book."
Right.
And my mom's like, "No, well, I'm not getting the computer," and we had to get the computer,
right?
Because there was no other way around it. And all the niggas that were trained on it the year before, right, we're ahead. And then when I got on the computer, I'm like, "Yo, fuck, nigga, how do you?"
Yeah.
How do you open this fucking program? Yeah. Like what's my login? What is this?
Yeah.
What is all this shit?
You know, my dad's 64 and his wife is like 41, and she comes from like a yoga background and stuff, right? So they're really holistic. And my dad like talked down on technology, right? And he's not intentionally trying to do it, because I was like, oh yeah, River's learning a bunch of stuff from his iPad. And he's like, yeah, Brody ain't seen an iPad. And I was about to get into an argument with him about it. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to let it be. Yeah. Because before I would like get into it with him, but I realized that I don't have to be right all the time.
You can't, yo. There's one thing I do, for all those people that are arguing out there, I don't argue, bro. Like occasionally, I really got to care deep enough to like, I don't know. I still don't argue. Like sometimes, like, let's say with me and you, right?
Yeah.
You guys could even go back on the pod, right? Let's say you say something I don't agree with. I'll be like, yeah, you're probably right. I just leave it alone, dude. And it's just like a tactic I use to not stress myself out trying to explain to you the way I think. You know what I'm saying?
It depends, right?
Well, not you specifically, because sometimes I tell you.
It depends, right? So
for my girl especially. My girl, I just give in. I'm like, fuck it. You
pick
win.
And choose your battles, right? So because if you so that was my issue. I ended up not being able to have a relationship with my father because I was so set on proving my way of thinking to him every time. To be like, no, this is the right way to do it. You know what I mean? And he, being my father, wanted to say that his way was right. And then for 3 years, I just didn't talk to the nigga at all and did everything I wanted. And I enjoyed my life. And he was happy, I was happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's what it was at the end of the day. You know what I mean? God bless him, bro. But it was a real struggle. And sometimes I still struggle because like I be thinking like, man, this nigga don't respect me. You know what I mean?
Bro, that's how I think all the bro, my dad came in here the other day, right?
Yeah.
And I just got a place with my girl. Yeah. Right? He comes in here, bro. Oh, this was our last pod when we were shooting. Yeah. And he just starts cooking meatballs, bro. I'm like, bro, like, I had plans for those meatballs, bro. No homo. I had plans for them. Like, I was gonna make a meatball sub. Cooking the meatballs, fucking giving them out. And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna shoot the pod now, bro. You can leave. And he goes, all right, yeah, I'm out. Hold on. Let me cook some more meatballs. Anyone want meatballs? Yeah. I'm like, bro, what are you doing,
made this
bro?
Your house?
This is my fucking food, bro. But whatever, you know.
No, but,
I went through years of just eating his food.
But you and your dad have a real closeness, bro, to where you guys can talk about like whatever. You know what I mean? Which I think is dope.
I think on the outside though, if you look at it from an outside view, you'll be like, damn, he's super disrespectful to his dad. You know, if you look at it from an outside view, because we curse a lot in my family.
No, but
so you would think like, damn, what's up with them? I'll be like, nigga, stop eating my goddamn shit, motherfucker.
No, but I
and
like,
then
like
people
that
look
is
at it.
that is the relationship that I'm looking to cultivate with my son. You know what I mean? I mean, not like, you know, that we're gonna cuss at each other hella, but if that, like, even with him now, the only reason I don't like him cussing is because of school. You know what I mean? Because the other little kids and other little parents. But like, at the end of the day, nigga, we gonna talk how we talk, and my kid at the end of the day knows I love him. I don't like things.
Your kid will pick up your lingo.
Yeah, I don't like things.
Because,
he's like, "What's up, Nikki?" You know what I mean? I think it's hilarious.
Yeah,
but I don't like things being bad just because other people say they're bad. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think bad words are bad necessarily. It's like I don't mind cursing. I don't mind if he curses. I mind if he curses at me or his mother. You know what I mean? So don't curse at me, right? But you can curse in general, right? You say, "Oh, fuck," I don't give a fuck, but you say, "Fuck you," that's different, right? But these little nuances, obviously, he don't understand yet. So
I think the world's hitting a different, like we're hitting like a change. Like, you know, back in the days, tattoos weren't normal.
Yeah, now they're everywhere.
Like, now they're everywhere. People have tattoos. Bruh, the security guard at my job has a face tattoo. Ain't nobody. Yeah. No one looked at his face tattoo and was like, we're not going to hire you.
Yeah.
You got a face. No one cared. It honestly made him look tougher.
Especially.
Probably got him the job. Like, you know?
Especially not in Miami, bro.
Yeah,
everybody got him, bro.
And, dog, I think just like, you know, just along with tattoos, right? How it's so normal now. I think also, what am I going for? Curse words. I think it's just going to be a regular thing eventually. Well, because remember, back in the days, curse words weren't even allowed on television, bro. Yeah. Like the first curse word on television, I believe, was hell.
But that's what I'm saying. Internet deaded all of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
and like, there's also no more TV. Because like, no one sits there and watches
old people
cable TV.
But because the internet, like, people are looking for real shit, bro. And it's like, I get it. If you don't, like, I'll be respectful of other people's kids. Like, if they don't want them to hear curse words, you know what I mean? So I'll be respectful of that. But like, bro, the weirdest, most maladjusted children I met in school were the ones whose parents tried to shelter them from the most. You know what I mean? Like,
sheltering your child does.
It makes them too curious about what else is out there, because they're like, they find out that it's not that bad, then they wonder what else is not that bad that my parents have hid me from. You know what I mean? Or hid from me. You know what I mean? If you're honest with your kids and let the little stuff be the little stuff, really, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you know what I mean? If my son is not misbehaving, but we're just joking, that's not the big thing. So if you cultivate a environment of truth and connection, then when there's some real messed up shit going down, your kid is going to be comfortable coming to you. That's what I'm saying. I think in a crisis, right, you would be comfortable coming to your dad. In a crisis, I never was.
Yeah, I could see that.
Were you comfortable going to your dad if some shit went down?
It depends what it was, bro. But I mean, I definitely went to him for everything. And if I didn't tell him right away, I would tell him right
eventually,
after.
Right?
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
I just have to, like, subconsciously, I have to tell him. Like, it's
Yeah, see,
it's like getting a burden off my back when I tell him.
I can go to the grave.
Thank the Lord I told someone I told you. Dude.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah. I unfortunately don't have that with my father. I would like to. Maybe it's me holding it back. You know what I mean? I would like to, but it's just not something that I developed with him, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the beautiful thing is, like, my dad never met his father. You know what I mean? So he was working.
Same with my dad. He never met
his
dad.
Yeah? Yeah. All right, well, I guess that gets rid of that excuse, because I was gonna say he never had a father to base it off of. You know what I mean? But I do know that, like, but my dad did a lot of positive things.
We're like a lot of people, bro. If you look at it from the outside, you'll think like, yo, damn, like, you won't know we're family because of the way we talk to each other. You know, because we speak with a lot of head guy, like a lot of slang,
right?
And Like you'll come in and you'll just be like, yo, he's throwing a party here, but it's really just my dad and my uncle here. I'm like, nah, nigga, fuck that a little bit. We're just sitting back talking, bro. And it's not so much that my family's family oriented, more that we're friend oriented. I think it's a better way. Like we're not super family and get together on Christmas and we have a good time.
Right.
Nah, we'll all sit here and talk shit.
Right.
And drink a beer, get drunk, and then play poker. And then I'll go about our way.
But that's what friends do, Gary.
Yeah, it's more like a friend.
But he cares about you in a fatherly way.
Oh yeah, my dad definitely.
Yeah, your dad's like a protector. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think that's solid, bro. You know what I mean? I think that's solid, and I think every
kid should. We really went off topic there, but I think every kid should be introduced to technology at a young age.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, because holding them back is like, okay. What'd you save them from? The one pedophile that was.
No, but it's not like, even, bro. Like
you just keep them. I think social media is bad. I don't think technology is bad.
Right, and what I was trying to, and what I was going to explain to him, but I was just like, nah, not this battle today. You know what I mean? Was that my son has learned so much from the iPad, bro. To where he will have whole phrases of shit that me or his mom never taught him. You know what I mean? And I'll just be like, where is that? I was like, River, who told you that? He said, me. I'm like, that's what's up, nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I want to thank me.
Yeah,
I want to thank me for doing me.
He said it when you were there today.
Yeah.
His mom was like, River, who taught you that? He said, me. You know what I mean? I was like, that's gangster.
Yeah, when he told the dog to shoe?
Yeah. He's like, shoot.
Yeah.
So but like, it's crazy, bro. Even one day he just popped up and said, Daddy, what's your favorite color? I was like, bro, what? You know what I mean? Like, this is before he was putting together sentences for real. And that was one of the first like phrases he said. I was like, how does this little nigga know about favorite colors? You know what I mean? Like,
I didn't know about color, nigga.
I didn't even know he knew a favorite. Bro, I tripped out. He had asked me, he said, Daddy, am I black? It was an interesting moment for me, right? Because he goes to school with mostly Latino kids. You know what I mean? So I was like, damn. At first, I was like, who told him?
Who told him he's black?
Yeah. Like, who told him? Because kids don't know about color.
Yeah, they don't.
And so I was like, I had to think real hard. I was like,
it's just so funny that you're like, who told them?
What is this identity? No, because it's a big thing in black communities, bro. Because there's a moment in every black child's life where they realize they're black. And it changes your perspective, bro, on things. Because you realize you don't understand, but you realize that you're viewed differently, but you don't feel any different because you don't know anything about culture. And so I just said, you know what? They say that we are black, but we have golden skin like the sun. You know what I mean? And so he said, Daddy, I'm golden? I was like, yes. You know what I mean? And it was just a moment to where, like, now when we talk about black, I make sure to let them know that it's powerful, that black is the, absorption of all color, that all things come from blackness, and white is actually the absence of color. Yeah. You know what I mean? Which is true, But it's all, I mean, I don't want my son to grow up like fucking, Leo Muhammad or, So.
Nah, dude, your son lives in Miami where that's like, it's just, thankfully, it's not a big thing, dude. Like all right, so I used to live in Upper Florida, right?
Yeah.
And I went to Indiana, There's people out here that watch this podcast and they'll think I'm white.
Yeah.
But I'm not. I'm like super Cuban. And when I went, so I used to think I was white until I went to Indiana and all these other places. And I'd be called Spick and I'd just be so confused. I'd be like, bro, what is wrong with you, dude?
Yeah.
Like, why are you so mad at me that my ancestors are from Cuba,
to being
dude?
Black.
Because we're all from the other side. Egypt, like
Africa, nigga. Egypt is in Africa. Egypt is in Africa.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Africa, it all originated there.
But anyway, go ahead.
And the color just has so minimal things to do. But I think the reason I think like that, right? That
it's because you're in Miami.
It's because I'm in Miami.
But check this out, bro.
Because I literally sometimes someone will be like, no, you can't talk to him because you can't say that to a black man. I'm like, Bro, what?
I have black. I have real black
What
friends.
are you talking about,
No,
dude?
but-
He's black. What does that have anything to do with anything?
But you know, I think that like we were talking about at the beginning of the podcast, bro. Stereotypes exist because people want to be able to quickly identify, like.
Oh yeah, dude. You can't take away stereotypes from anything
because people want to know: am I in danger? Can I trust this person? Can I confide in this person? Is this person trying to trick me? Is this person trying to get over on me? Right? And unfortunately, because mostly hip hop, I would say.
If he's from Hialeah,
at this point,
he's trying to get on you.
I don't really know Hialeah.
Nah, I'm just kidding, dog. I'm just kidding. It's a joke.
But and don't get me wrong, there are some shiesty niggas, but there's some shiesty every type.
Yeah, you can be
shiesty
shiesty no matter what.
But I think people are stereotypically afraid of black people because that's what's seen most on the news. But I mean, this is a whole political conversation. In terms of my son, I just want him to feel as positive about being black as I do. And it's not putting anybody else down. It's just that I've never like kowtowed or felt less than for being black. And you know how you said you got mad when your mom would take away your fucking PlayStation, but you weren't mad that she took it away. You were mad that she thought it would make you mad.
Yeah.
That's what I get mad at when people say like racist shit. I'm like, nigga, you really think that affects me? Like whatever stereotype, whatever stereotype you're saying, don't talk to me, nigga. You know what I mean? Because it'll be like, oh, whatever. Oh, like you, you talk. Like I can't even think of one, bro. But like, oh, you smell or some shit, right? Or like black people smell or some shit, right? Be like, nigga, not me. You know what I mean?
But sometimes people say, yo, look, like, there's not many.
Or that they're lazy or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean?
There's not much racism in Miami because it's so culturally different.
But it's
like even when you meet a black guy, he might be Cuban or he's Dominican and he don't even speak English.
Even okay, so like over at work, right? Nigga, there's a Dominican cleaning lady, right? And I was speaking Spanish to her, but I was like, pero yo no entiendo mucho, you know what I mean? Pero yo estoy aprendiendo cada día, you know what I mean? And she was like, ¿de dónde eres? And I was like, Los Angeles, like, yo soy negro. And she was like, no, tú es moreno, you know what I mean? And I was like, yeah, I mean, that's true, though. You know what I mean? Like, I get, there's no black in the Dominican Republic. You're brown. You're just a darker tint, but they're all Dominican. You know what I mean? So it's no differentiation because they're all culturally under an umbrella. Yeah. It's only really in America and England, right? Do we have these, like, stark, like, you're not of this, like, you're African American, whatever that means, right? Like, why are we not all American?
Yeah, dude. Someone said that shit to the bathroom guy in the club, right?
What?
He's like, no, the African American he's a white guy.
Yeah.
So he's like, no, the African American in the bathroom, and the guy's behind him. He's like, I'm not African American. I'm Haitian, dude. And I was like, bro, you see, like that shit doesn't work in Miami, dude. So in Miami, it's just, yo, he's black.
Yeah.
He's white. And either one of those, it could be Hispanic or
But
Cuban.
that's true, too, because hella niggas be out here being like, oh, yeah, it's like it's that white guy over there. And it's true, though, too, because I'll be like, man, fuck this little white person. Then all of a sudden, they'll start speaking Spanish, right? And I'm like, wait.
It's like, it's not a thing over here. You know, that's why.
I met some blue-eyed, redhead dude at Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And I was like, this fucking white boy, bro. And then he was like, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, dude. It's just, it's like not a common thing over here.
In Los Angeles, that dude would 100% be white. And it's so crazy because all it does is highlight how much like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't get mad at racism because I realize how much I judge, bro. You know what I mean? Based on appearance. But as far as technology goes with kids, I intend you just have to be a more vigilant parent and be more on top of watching your child. You know what I mean? So it's like you can't just let them be in front of the iPad. Like if my son ever goes to like anything that is super vivid or aggravating to his eyes, you know what I mean? Or that looks weird as fuck, like too many fucking colored afros and you know what I mean? Or hear it in the background and it's like jarring to me, I'll take that shit. You know what I mean? I'll be like, come on, let's go play something. You know what I mean? Or sometimes he's ventured over to some like more girl-oriented content, and I'm just like, nah, it's for girls, bro. You know what I mean? He's like, okay. You know what I mean? Just so like you just have to watch what they doing. You know what I mean? When they on it, and then I'll implement.
Do you think that's a problem with public schools nowadays, that they let kids do girl things and let girls do boy things? Now, I'm gonna be honest. All right, so I'll go first, right? Because I know it's a touchy topic, but I feel like kids aren't knowledgeable enough. And I feel like allowing them to do certain things is gonna, like, there's not a problem with it. All right, look. So let's say, all right, I have a son, and he is playing with my daughter's doll, right? Mm-hmm. I'll be like, hey, I won't take it from him. I'll be like, hey, what are you playing with? Oh, in his head, I know he's going to say an action figure or whatever. Oh, or her doll. I'll be like, all right, dude. I go, that's for girls, but you can play with it. But it's for girls. Yeah. That's your sister's toy. Yeah. Dude, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, so
like I won't let my son wear a dress. But if he puts on my wife's heels and walks around, I'm not going to beat him for it. I'm just going to be like, hey, those are for girls. No, those are I'm just saying I would let him know what's for girls and what's for boys. And when he grows older, if he wants to say he's a girl or whatever, at least he knows why he's saying he's a girl. Dude. No, he already knows those are the girl things. Dude.
This is the thing that I've found is that having a child, I make no global judgments about like everybody's situation, right? But I think that parents should be involved in their child's life and be very vigilant and attentive to how they want to raise their child, because you cannot let outside forces raise your kid and expect them to grow up in a way that is aligned with your ideals. Exactly. So it's like so many people want their kids a certain way, but then they pass them off to a stranger for 10 hours, come back and don't even talk to them. You know what I mean? So it's like, if you want your child to be raised well, then you have to talk to them. You have to be there for them. You have to get down on your knee and get eye to eye with them and talk to them and explain why you're doing things. But so many people are too caught up in their own life or arguing with their partner or financially strapped or whatever the case may be to not have a real impact in their child's life. And then they get mad that they don't have the relationship with their child, or they get confused because their child is getting these ideas from outside of them. They're getting their ideas from people that really don't give a fuck about them.
That's the importance of having the wife at home, dude. Because when your wife is at home, she has nothing else to do but to sit there with your child and bond with the children.
I'm going to tell you this, though.
Because the wife's supposed to be home.
My BM's at home right now with our kid.
Yeah.
And
the wife could work.
She is on Instagram a lot, or TikTok a lot. And she gives him his iPad, carte blanche, let him do what he wants. So even though she's there and I have conversations with her, I'm the one that has to attenuate his iPad watching. And when I'm there back home to provide stability after I'm working, then everybody kind of falls in line. So it's like, it's not
well, you're the leading of
that's
the
what I'm saying. It's not only just the woman being home. No. You have to have a man that is strong enough to lead everybody.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because there's plenty of women that are home that their kids end up fucked up. Or there's plenty of
But the Matrix likes to break up the home, dude. You know
that's
what
a fact.
And that's something I'm so against, bro.
The prison system's been doing it for years to the black families.
They love to,
that's why
and
prison
that's what they
is
do.
Crazy, bro. Like the amount of incarcerated fathers, you know what I mean, brothers that could have served as guidance, you know what I mean? And then you wonder why fucking you end up with niggas fucked up in the streets, traumatized and shit, is because they're
well, but you know something they did, bro, to the ghetto is that they took the father out of the picture. Because why? You first you take the father away, then you then you replace the mother, which is what I feel like they're doing right now. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
The father's gone, the protector's gone, and now they replace the mother. You replace the mother with what? School.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nigga, that was deep.
Yeah, and the public education system, I feel like I was in it, dude. You know what I'm saying? So
and how do you feel about it?
I feel like they teach a lot of shit that you don't need, dog. You know what I mean?
All of it. But nigga, I was in the private school system, and that shit also teaches you a bunch of shit you don't need.
Yeah, like I still don't know how to calculate the circumference of a circle, but I graduated. You know, and I don't ever plan on calculating the circumference of this table right here.
I know how to calculate the circumference of a circle, but it hasn't led me to any great ideas, bro. You know what I mean? Like the most beautiful thing that came out, most beautiful thing that came out of my education was just finding out all the shit I didn't want to do. But I was good enough at school to get into college, but I got into college and realized I don't like school. You know what I mean? And I was just figuring shit out.
Read me back. Go upstairs.
It slowly backs away.
Go upstairs.
Yeah, but like I believe there's a beautiful thing happening in terms of education, in that there are these large educational communities. And granted, there are some snake oil salesmen who are con men that will just take your money and sell you whatever, but there's some real legitimate people out there that will guide you to the truth. You know what I mean? I think Andrew Tate is one of them.
Yeah, Andrew Tate is definitely one of them.
I think he's become that. I think he started out with shock value.
I like Andrew Tate, bro, because, and dude, a lot of people give him a lot of hate, but yo, you gotta remember, the videos that people tell me they hate Andrew Tate on
were the early ones.
Are the early ones, and it's of him trying to blow up. He's trying to get popping, bro. Of course, he's gonna say, yo, I make my bitch go to the kitchen and make me a sandwich. Yeah, why? Because he knew, bro. It's law number what? Law number 6 on the 48 Laws of Power. Y'all need to read the 48 Laws of Power, and you would see what he did.
And you know what, bro?
Court attention at all cost is the 6th Law of Power, by the way.
Yeah. And you know. But along those lines, I think Andrew Huberman is another one, right?
I don't know Andrew Huberman.
He's in a different space, but he is a neuroscientist from Stanford University, and he makes these podcasts, bro, with like high level guests, and he'll talk about like deep shit, and it's free. It's free, and you can just sit there, and it's like a lecture, bro. Like I remember, the only time I would go to class in college was if I was zooted off of Adderall. I had to be like off my ass on Adderall, and then I'd be all fucking into it, right? Or I'd go to take finals. I was always a good test taker, so I was just doing enough to pass, right? And I was just trying to figure out what I actually wanted to do, and that's why I kind of resent college as a whole, because I could have just been.
I resent college as well.
I could have been figuring out what, like. I could have just been figuring out what I wanted to do in the meantime. You know what I mean?
Dude, a lot of it's that the school. All right, so
it makes you feel like you're doing something, but you could be. I was just partying, nigga, which was great. But like in terms of my, and granted, I'm landing on my feet, nigga. I'm happy. You know what I mean? I'm glad that I had the foundation.
Hey, all the life experiences is what brought you over here.
For sure. You know what I mean? So
what I think about college, right, is that college, the original idea for college is you go when you want to be a doctor, a lawyer, you want to be something to that extent.
Right.
But like, in my opinion, if you're getting into business or you're getting it, and a lot of people will disagree. It's a lot of older people that disagree. Yeah, or people that didn't go to college. They think, damn, I should have went to college. And it's like, bro, you don't have to go to college to be successful. No matter how much anybody says it. My uncle tells me, I should go to college, that he wish he went to college. And it's just that's the path that he wish he took.
Exactly.
But it's not the path that's right for me, because I can't go down that road, dude.
You're right.
And I went to college. For those of you that are going to think I'm just a flunky, I went to college. I went to become a paramedic, and it was a total waste of my time. I don't even use my license. Yeah. And they just fucking robbed me clean, dude.
I went to go get a degree in psychology from USC, right? And it's an expensive ass school. And I do use psychology, but nigga, I could have really just bought
the
those.
48 Laws of Power teaches you that.
I could have bought the textbooks, bro, and just read on my own because that's what I did.
Yeah, but people aren't going to college to learn. They're going to college. All right, here's the problem with college. You're going to college, right? You're not going to college to learn. You're going to college to get a piece of paper that said you learned this so you could work for someone else. Now, if you're not trying to work for no one else, then there's no point in you going to college, bro. The trick is to learn the skill you need to learn to get to where you need to get to. Unless you're going to be a doctor or a lawyer, then you need to go to college,
Let me break this down for the motherfuckers, nigga. Speaking of learning, right? You only learn when you change behavior, right? So a lot of niggas are like thinking they're learning because they are reading or like they're gaining this scholastic knowledge, right? They're becoming more scholarly, but it's all in theory. So the quicker somebody learns, the smarter they are. And I know a lot of dumb niggas that were in college, right? Because it's just like, it's a feedback loop of how long does it take for you to find new information and you to change your behavior, right? That is learning. Because if you're finding the new knowledge and not changing your behavior, nigga, you're just in mental masturbation, nigga. You are just theorizing what that shit is like, right? Just like I can think, I can learn all I want about podcasts, right? And read up on it and see about this camera and this camera and this camera. But if I never do it, I haven't learned anything. Yeah, I'm just
it's just a failure, bro. You're a failure. You need to get off your ass, get that fucking money, bro.
I'm just being entertained. You might as well be watching Netflix if you're not putting it into action. And that's why when it comes to business, for instance, the best way to learn about business is starting a business. The best way to learn about podcasting is starting a podcast. The best way to find out about the music industry is making music.
All right, yo, and I know a lot of people are gonna talk shit to me about the college. Yo, you own a business, right?
Yes.
Did you go to college for business?
No.
Do you have a business degree?
Yes. No. I thought you were going to say, do you have a business? No.
Yo, no business degree, right?
No.
All right, then. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need it.
Nigga.
I run multiple strip clubs in Miami. I do not have a degree for this,
nigga.
Like, you know?
I don't have a degree for anything that I've been successful at.
Yeah, dude,
I didn't get a degree in music. I didn't get a degree in engineering.
Yeah,
I didn't get a degree in motherfucking business, bro.
I didn't go to school to graphic design.
Yeah.
I didn't go to school to
We did go to school.
Editing.
YouTube University.
YouTube University. I think YouTube, if they made a school, she'll be firing.
Yeah, I got but sure. YouTube is a school. YouTube is it all, bro. And that's the beauty of technology. And that's what I was trying to say that my dad is sleeping on, bro. Is that your child, it's like the older generation, right? They just view things in this black and white. It's either bad or good, right? That there's no middle ground. And it's like, yes, are there bad things on the internet? But yes, nigga, you can do bad things with a hammer. It doesn't mean it's not useful, nigga. You know what I mean? I'm talking about both. You feel me? No, but really though, and that's when I just realized, like, you know what? This nigga's gonna die with this belief, and that's okay. You know what I mean? And not that
but I'm not here to change your opinion. I'm here to give you my opinion. I'm here to give all you guys my opinion. And if you don't agree with it, fuck you. Fuck it, man. You don't agree with it, fuck it.
No, but it's okay, bro. Like this is the thing. I've stopped making judgments on people because really, when you do, you're just like, what you're saying, like when someone is like, oh, I would have done it like this. I'm like, good nigga, go do that. You know what I mean? Because like if somebody tries to critique what I'm doing and it's working for me, I'm just like, nigga, but all you're saying is that you would prefer that with my tools and my success that I live my life like you. Like, what do you care how I spend my money, or what do you care who I kick it with? Unless you care about me and you're trying to tell me something like to look out for or something. But even then, because like with my dad, right, I unsolicited advice, bro, all the time when I'll just be talking about, because he'll chop it up, we'll chop it up, and he'll talk about what he's doing and shows he's doing and blah, blah, blah. And then so I reciprocate and I tell him about the studio, and then he just starts giving me ideas of things to do. I'm like, I'm not going to do any of that. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do any of that because, like, I've figured it out already. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I appreciated it when I was younger and I was lost. And I was looking for advice. But like, if somebody doesn't ask you for advice, don't give it. It's falling on deaf ears, I guarantee you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, what we do on this pod is give a lot of advice, but some people listen.
But if they're watching, it's solicited. You feel me? If they're watching, it means that they're looking for advice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm not telling anybody in their direct life. I'm giving general ideas on what has worked for me and you, right?
Yeah.
So it's not even advice on what you should do unless you want the results that I have achieved, that you have achieved. You know, but with my dad, I'm not like in my interpersonal relationships, I do not judge when somebody tells me something. Like I used to try to be a fixer, right? But now when somebody complains, I just listen because I understand that more.
Well, some people just like to complain,
and most people just want empathy, bro.
Yeah.
They just want a shoulder to lean on and somebody to hear them, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes that could be that. My mom was great at that, bro.
Yo, listen.
What's up?
Listen to all the men out there. To all the men out there that want to sit there and complain and be all sad about your life. Boo-hoo me. Bro, you're looking for a shoulder to cry on. You know, you got to get off your fucking ass. You got to get to work. And you got to go to sleep. And then wake up. Wake up. And if you're feeling sad, go to work again.
No.
Get that money. Get a family. And then if you're still feeling sad, make sure you're still going to work, because you're supposed to always be stressed as a man. I feel like if you're not stressed, you're not successful, bro.
And you have to understand that.
Look at fat people; they're not stressed out.
Feelings are temporary.
You know what I mean? Feelings are temporary.
And so
pain is temporary.
And so, you know, like a lot of times we like have ideas around emotions, right? So it's like, okay, this person talked negatively to me. I have to be sad, or I'm going through this breakup, so I'm depressed and all that shit.
Yeah, and you're not depressed. Depression is fake.
I don't let anybody speak labels over me, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if someone,
I like that. You taught me that.
Yeah.
When I was like, I'm stupid, he goes, no, you're not. Don't say that.
Yeah.
Don't say that. You're not stupid.
But even,
don't you
bro,
say that about yourself.
Even if like with people will be like, you're such a hothead. I'll be like, no, I'm not. You know, I just won't let them speak.
No, I'm not, you little bitch.
No, but like, there'll be times. That's why sometimes it's hard for me to speak to people from my past, right? Because they haven't seen my growth. And so when they speak that over you, they're trying to bring you back to whatever idea of you was most comfortable to them. And I immediately address it. Like even with my girl, right? If she is latching on to something that happened like years ago, I'm like, I am no longer that way anymore. So do not treat the situation like it is that, because it's not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, have I been hot-headed? Of course. You know what I mean? But that's not who I am as a person. I'm not labeled that. There's been plenty of times where I'm peaceful, where I'm calm.
You know what I am? I'm the motherfucking top G. That's what I am. Fighting the Matrix, over here saving lives and fucking teaching you the righteous way to live. You know, I got into a conversation with my girl's friend the other day, right?
Talk to him.
Her man is going through some personal things that I'm
not
going to talk about. It's not, no. No. Yeah, right, dude. Get out of my house, dude. Nah, just kidding. But no, he's they're going through something I can't talk about. But you know, I told her he believes in traditional masculinity, right? And this is something I see wrong with a lot of men today, right? Because we are in a modern world, so you can't just like your bitch goes out and she comes back home and you slap the fuck out of her, you know? We're not in those times no more, sadly. But you know what I mean?
I don't condone domestic abuse.
You know, I don't condone domestic abuse. But no, we're not in those times no more. So, and you know, he likes to believe in traditional masculinity, but you got to mix it up with some modern shit. Like when all right, so my girl has to ask me for permission to go out, right? Or, yeah, for permission to do certain things, for permission to go out. Now, in return, I do the same for her. Although I feel like I don't have to, I still do the same out of respect. So she respects me because I'm giving her respect. You get what I'm saying? So I won't ask to go out. I'll be like, I let her know. Hey, I'm going to go out with the boys. I'm going to have a drink. In return, I expect her to let me know where she's going and ask me. You know what I'm saying?
You know what, man?
It works well.
I love that for you. I love that for you.
I love that for you.
You know what I mean?
It works well, dude. Why? What do you do? Tell me what you do.
My BM is very spicy, very assertive. We've had a lot of battles back and forth. And I find that it all comes from a place of mutual respect, if I'm being honest. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I hear you. I hear you. But I would never say that she asked for permission per se, right? Because asking for permission means that it sounds like a little kid to me, right? And so with regards to her, I have to believe that I chose the right woman that would never make a choice that would disrespect me.
Okay.
Have we been disrespectful to each other? Of course, right? But we've entered like a new season, for instance, right? Where both parties are happier. And so when the communication has been positive, there's not even a situation in which I feel that I have to question her motives. So for her to have to ask permission, it's just like, if you're going to do something that is against my, at this point in time, it's been 10 years, by the way. So at this point in time, if you don't know what it is that I deem okay and not okay, then we don't need to be together.
Oh, yeah, but you guys are, yeah.
So it's just like, for to ask permission would be redundant because everything is already done under the idea that it's permission based. You know what I mean? Like, go ahead.
Now, all right. So
like
it's not so much because a lot of women like to sit there and be like, oh, he's insecure. He's this, he's that. It's not so much an insecurity, right? Because do I think my girl would cheat on me? No way, dude. I'm the hottest nigga that walked this earth.
And
I'm
she
a
tells you.
Sex symbol,
And
dude.
she tells you.
Yeah, she tells me, you have the biggest dick I've ever seen. I go, yo, calm down. I'm average. She goes, no, it's humongous. And I go, okay, calm down. Don't tell nobody, you know? Her words, not mine, dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? But, bro, what I want to be asked because, right? So there's certain things I know about that my girl doesn't, right? My girl's slightly younger than me. Now, is that me fathering her? No, I do it more because I feel the need to protect her. I have a responsibility to keep her safe. And my problem isn't whether she's going to cheat on me or not. Because if my girl's going to cheat, she's going to cheat, dude. But you can't stop your girl from cheating.
But go ahead.
You know, there's no possible way you could stop your girl from cheating. She'll tell you she's going to the gym, leave her phone in the car. You track her, see she's at the gym. You're like, okay. And she's getting pounded in the back of someone's SUV. You know what I'm saying? There's no way to stop your girl from cheating. I prefer her to ask me or to see or to tell me. That way I know where there could possibly be a problem and I could get ahead of it. I could be like, yo, don't go over there. A lot of women been getting raped over there. Or yo, don't go over there.
Where does she go where a lot of women have been getting raped, bro?
Biscayne, dude. Or no, wait, Black Point. Black Point's like a dangerous area for women, dude. Women are always getting knocked out and raped at Black Point. It's at Black Point.
No, just everybody gets raped at
What
Black
is it? You know,
why can't it be White Point?
Nah, they named it Black Point already.
Just like they named it Ghouls.
You know, yeah, just like they named it Ghouls, bro. They knew what they're doing when they made it. That wasn't me. That was the elites. That was the Matrix. The Matrix set it up.
Hey, look, check this out. I got a controversial idea.
But you understand, right?
I get it. I love that.
Like, it's more for her safety. I love that for you. I love how you say I love that. No, but I love it for you, not for me.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, in reality, right? I just think it's semantics. I think it's just the wording that we're using, right? It's
okay, like, maybe I'm saying it improperly.
No, but it's just like, if I ever told my girl, hey, you got to ask me permission.
Oh, no.
Listen,
I don't
just
know.
listen. Just
no,
listen.
Okay, hold on.
No, but I'm saying, like, hey, ask me permission before you go out, bitch. You know what I mean? No. I'm saying, like, hey, yo, it'd be nice if you ask me permission. Even if I put it like that, right? What I would say instead is like, oh yeah, just let me know what you're doing later on. You know what I mean?
Let me know what you're doing.
Or like, oh yeah, just keep me in the loop. You know what I mean? Because it's just about having open and honest communication.
Right, yeah, so there's a different way to word things to make it sound better. But at the end of the day, if she's making a sandwich for you, she's making a sandwich.
Wording is a big
You know what I'm saying?
Getting like
it really is
the number one way. Like, check this out, bro. If I come back to the crib and I'm like, man, fuck, this place is always messy, and you never do this for me, and I need it like this because women should be like this, and right? It's one.
My
thing,
bitch needs to start clean, bitch.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck? You know when you supposed to be in the motherfucking kitchen. What the fuck you doing all day? You at home, bitch? Like, do something. Like, nah, ain't gonna go over well, right? But if I come back and she's doing a little dishes or something, I'll be like, baby, I love. Oh my god, you look so sexy when you do that shit.
Yes,
like playing around, but encouraging. Then all of a sudden, the whole house clean. You know what I mean? And that's for anybody doing anything, though, bro. If somebody is doing something that I want them to do, I encourage that behavior. From my dog to my child. And then if somebody is treating me in a way that I don't want, then I discourage that behavior,
Every time my girl cooks for me. All right, so one, to the way I got to this point, for the man I want to get to this point, dude, in a relationship, you know what I'm saying? And get this strong masculinity, blood flowing through your veins.
First, you got to hit the gym,
First, you got to go to the gym. Then you gotta read some books. Let your bitch know you smart. You know. But all right, in all seriousness, I think it comes down to the girl, right? It's obviously the girl's choice whether she's gonna listen to you or not, right? And a girl listens to the kind of man that goes to the gym and is reading and is smart, and she knows could lead her properly, right?
Yeah.
Because girls look for a leader subconsciously.
The preacher, the teacher, or the gangster, nigga. You gotta be one of them.
You got to be one of them.
Yeah.
And once she chooses you and you show her you could lead, you know, because that's what women are attracted to, really, not your looks. Girls don't care how pretty your hair is, you know?
Some do.
All right, some.
If they just looking to fuck.
They're a little lesbian.
But not,
you know what I'm saying?
But not for a relationship.
Yeah.
But like for a hookup, for sure.
Yeah.
But to be in a long-term committed relationship, you must demonstrate values that they can see themselves being
like
safe
stability.
with. Yes.
And, you know, and then once you're at that point, then you could learn to communicate with a woman properly. Like I never told my girl, hey, you have to tell me when you're going out and you have to ask me for permission. No. Right. My girl asked me for permission, but she doesn't ask me for permission because I'm a jealous freak, which I'm not. I don't care. Right. You know, you can do whatever you want, you know? But I do put in this standard. The way I did it is I was like, hey, first I went to her. Hey, I'm going to go out with the boys right quick. Is that cool? Did you have any plans for us?
Right.
And then when she's like, no, I didn't have no plans. I was like, all right, I'm going to go kick it with the homies. And I'll be back home around this time,
so
right?
we're saying the same thing.
So now she does it. Yeah, we're saying the same thing.
Yours was a little more clickbaity, you know what I mean? So maybe I could have gone with you there. But, you know, it's...
I'm just saying, bitch needs to make sound. I need a bitch that's going to let me cheat on her. And, no, I'm just kidding, dude. You're never going to get that, dude.
I lie to you, but don't you lie to me. But, as the poet Kodak Black said, Le Negro Kodak.
Shout out Kodak, dude.
Shout out Kodak.
It sucks he's in jail again, dude.
And God bless his soul, bro. I hope he gets whatever he needs to, like, not be fucking nodding out on Drink Champs, huh?
Dude, he was really getting in on those drugs, bro. I saw him and he was like,
yeah, it's ugly,
like,
bro.
all like eked out, dude. I'm gonna put these faces in in the thumbnail.
And it, you know what I mean? Like, nigga, what are you? I already know he's on
geeked, bro.
That fentanyl nod.
And it's like, damn,
he
bro.
had coke in his mouth, nigga. What? He was trying to do that to stay awake, bro. I've been there though. You know what I mean? Sad life, bro. But you know he has all the money in the world, so I pray he gets help, man. You know, that's a really sad situation.
Yeah, it is sad, especially being that Trump
pardoned him.
You
know what I mean? Yeah, nigga.
Shout out Trump for pardoning Kodak and helping.
I was gonna say,
what did he do for Lil Wayne? I know he did something. I just forgot.
I forget too, but he did something. I'm telling you, like Trump knows how to play his cards right. Hey, somebody said some dumb shit in our comments, bro. When we were talking about celebrity. When we were talking about celebrity presidents, somebody's like, you forgot George Washington.
He's dumb.
I was like, nigga, celebrity wasn't even a thing.
Yeah, dude. Celebrity president. Celebrity. Some people say things in the comments, and I feel like you guys should fact check yourself.
No, but I feel
speaking.
like it was like a 7-year-old, my nigga. Like, just be like, nah, that's a famous president. George Washington.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I know about him. He must be famous. No, nigga, we're talking about somebody that had like a media pool that was a president.
Exactly.
But
well, that was Vice City Mafia podcast. I hope you guys like the new setup we got rolling for y'all. We got the 2-camera shot. There ain't no more boringness in here. And we out. Bow.
Gang.